Hey, everybody. Welcome. My name is Robin Heron, and I am your carnivorous grandma. Welcome back to Carnivorous Grandma Speaks. I hope everybody can hear me okay. I think I got my audio issues figured out. Please let me know if I am audible down in the chat. Also, let me know where you guys are watching from tonight. We are just going to chop it up. I want to tell you guys a little about what's been going on with me, a couple things, just kind of catch up. This is my second time being live today because I was live this morning at 7:10 a.m. I was supposed to be there at 7 o'clock a.m. Eastern time on Lions Danivore podcast. So if you guys have not checked out that video, that was a fun one this morning. I really enjoyed that. That was really good. And I'm looking forward to Dan coming to Carnivorous Grandma Speaks to reciprocate with me on, having an interview on my channel. The other place where I have been recently interviewed is going to be the Carnivore Text with Barb. I don't know if you guys have seen her channel. It's called the Carnivore Text. So check out Barb's channel also. I haven't watched that video yet. I think went live today. So yeah, I've been doing a few interviews lately. So watch for those guys also to come and be live on Carnivorous Grandma Speaks. So I wanted to just give you guys an update on that. Um, Let me just introduce myself for those of you who may not know me. Of course, my name is Robin Heron. I am your carnivorous grandma. Why carnivorous grandma? Because I've been carnivore for 3.5 years. When I say carnivore, I mean, hi, Levi. So happy that you're here. I mean that I eat a primarily meat based way of eating. That means that I do not incorporate any plant like fruits, vegetables. I don't do any rice, pasta, beans, no packaged processed foods per se, except for maybe like some pork rinds or something like that, or beef jerky, beef sticks, those kinds of things. So primarily meat based. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, I've been primarily meat based for 3.5 years. And what do I eat? I eat meat, I eat fish, and I eat seafood, I eat eggs. I have a little bit of seasoning. I use a product that's called Redmond's Real Seasoned Salt. And so that is a seasoned salt. Every now and then I'll put a little bit of garlic powder or a little bit of onion powder, but plants don't really agree with me, so I keep it as minimal as possible. Uh, Somebody said I'm in your closet. Well, that would be weird. So I don't have a closet even in here. So glad that you guys are here with me tonight. So I wanted to just kind of put that out front. What we're talking about tonight is we're going to be talking about our 7 days sugar-free challenge, but I do want to just kind of give you guys an update as to what has happened with me over the last couple of days. Hi, so glad you're here. Um, and that is I basically went out to dinner last night. First let me just talk about my summer series. So on my channel, I am doing a walk and talk summer series. Some days we're walking, some days not. It just depends because yesterday it was raining, so we did the dishes together. So we're just kind of doing a daily video walk and talk summer series. I am really keeping the edits on those videos minimal. And so it's kind of unedited. Well, it has a little music and I cut them up a little bit, but not too much editing. And then also whatever topic comes to mind. So we're just talking, walking and talking about whatever's going on. And so in tonight's video that will come out, you guys will see that I was out garage sailing. I went to a new restaurant, which was really nice. It was a great restaurant, and they were very accommodating of my nutritional requests. So it was really, it's going to be an interesting one. Just kind of all the stuff I did today. We didn't really talk about anything serious. So that summer series is coming up. I'm trying to do a video every single day. Some days I don't do a video, but most of the days during the summer, we will do a video every single day. Okay, so there's that. So yesterday, Friday night is date night. I and my husband go out every single Friday night, and we've been doing that for the 18 years that we've been married. So we definitely go out every Friday night. I mean, unless there's some reason why we can't go, I decided that we should go to Red Robin. I thought it'll be okay because it's just burger patties. I can just get burger patties, I can get bacon, I could probably get a fried egg, and I've done that before at Red Robin and not had any problems. But last night, that Red Robin burger, it made my feet swell up. Like, it probably didn't look very swollen, but it felt quite uncomfortable to the point where I had to take medication. So, it's really just more it's better for me if I can eat at home, just cook my own food, know exactly what's in the food, because a lot of times when you go to restaurants, they're putting seed oils on their grill. I decided not to be difficult yesterday. I mean, I just wanted to kind of keep it light. So I didn't like say, please make sure that you clean the grill off for me. I really have food sensitivities, and so I really should have requested them to clean the grill and fry my patties with nothing, no seasoning, no nothing. And they didn't taste like they had anything on them. They didn't give me any glucose response because I got my CGM on and I'm tracking my blood glucose. We'll talk about that as well. And so basically, it caused my feet to swell. Today, my feet are still quite uncomfortable. And I'm like saying to my husband, whenever we go out, I'm like, and it's like, do you want to go out to dinner? I'm like, I don't really want to go out to dinner because I don't know what they're going to put in the food. And I have so many sensitivities. So, basically, that's what happened. It was not ideal. I was not very happy with that. So, but today, we went out yard sailing. It was my husband's aunt's birthday, and so happy birthday, Aunt Sharon. And, basically, we went yard sailing. I was not supposed to be buying anything, y'all. We got a lot of stuff in the house. I'm like, "Do I need to buy one more thing?" Well, I did. I bought a bunch of stuff. So, we went yard sailing and we went to a new place. And if you live in the Kalamazoo area, it's in Matawan and it's called the Cozy Egg. And it's a very small place. They have indoor and outdoor seating, and they were so accommodating. So since that happened last night, I was like, let me just tell them about my seed oil sensitivity. And so they were able to really just cook my food in real butter. I had bacon and I had sausage and eggs, scrambled eggs, and it was quite delicious and cooked perfectly and no seed oils. And so, yeah, that was really good. It's called the Cozy Egg. So if you haven't ever tried that and you're in the Matawan area, you could go there. It's super small though. So very small. So that was good. But yeah, I think I just like to eat at home, you guys, because I mean, if you watch my series when I was out traveling for work, a couple weeks ago, I stayed in the hotel that had the kitchen in it so that I can cook my own food because I don't like what happens when how risky it is for me when I eat food that has been cooked out. So I had the issues that I had that have led me to stay carnivore for this long is I had anxiety, really bad, like crazy anxiety. And I had also, I had eczema, really bad eczema. So, and then of course, inflammation. I mean, lots of other things, but those were the two, like the main ones. I had two black eyes and I had this dark skin around my mouth where my body was really literally crying out for help. So, and come to find out, it had a lot to do with plants, nice salads and such like that. And so I can't really tolerate plants that much. So, as I have tried to discover, tried to reincorporate things back in early on, really, because I thought I was going to do carnivore for 90 days and then I would reincorporate some things, and I was not able to go back and reincorporate those things. Even things that are benign, like, broccoli, cauliflower, onions, peppers, tomatoes, all of those things cause me problems. And so I have not brought those things back in. So what happens is you've got all this noise in your system and you're inflamed. You've got some kind of chronic disease states, or you have anxiety, depression, you're suffering with whatever the medical conditions that you're suffering with, and you cannot really tell what's causing it necessarily until you do a full elimination way of eating. And so that's what happened for me. And I found out that the plants really were problematic for me. So I've not been able to bring those back in. Let me know where you're watching from down in the comments. And let's talk about really quick about this sugar-free 7-day challenge that I'm doing with my coaching. So, I have a coaching practice. I am a certified health coach, and so I have a business basically where I do coaching. I have what I call a 90-day on ramp. And it starts out with a discovery session, and then you go into sort of this really sort of, I would call it it's a high touch coaching practice because it's got the community built into it. It's got teaching sessions every week. It has, all the kind of artifacts and things that you can find, like grocery lists and meal plans and just a ton of stuff that we do at CG Health Coaching. Um, but last year I did a 7-day sugar-free challenge for some folks. And as it turned out, that sugar-free challenge led a lot of people to heal their bodies from the overabundance of sugar that we eat, right? So that's what I'm doing again this year. Um, and um, and so I want to talk a little bit about that. I had an open house last week, and I'm having another one this week. And so if you are interested in learning about what it means or what it looks like to live a sugar-free lifestyle, you can join us for our open house on Sunday evening at 6:30 Eastern Time. And so basically I'm really passionate. This is my passion project. Y'all know, if you watch my channel, you know I work a full-time job, full-time. That job is more than full time, right? So I'm not retired or anything like that, but my passion is to inform people about the fact that we have it's an overconsumption problem, and this too much sugar and carbohydrates is really causing all manner of disease. And so we're struggling with things, and we are not healing from diseases that we can heal from. So that is my passion project. So this CG Health Coaching was something that was born out of discovery, my own discovery, that your body is designed to heal itself. And if you can take enough courage to be able to try something different, you can get some different results. And so I mean, literally, I thought when I started carnivore that I was doing it for weight loss. I really, really did. I thought I was doing it for weight loss because I always wanted to be smaller. Since I was 11, I always wanted to lose some weight. I needed to lose 10 pounds, or I needed to lose 20 pounds. I needed to lose 50 pounds, and yo-yo dieted all those years. And so when I started carnivore, I really thought it was going to be about the weight, getting the weight off. And it turned out that there was so many other issues that were going on that I didn't really realize were caused by the foods that I was eating. And a lot of the things that I was eating, I would say, are not even food. They're just like chemicals. And they're not fit for human consumption. So when I went back to like real food, one ingredient foods, um, beef, chicken, um, shrimp, those things turned out to allow the body to heal itself. And so it really is a passion for me to bring this information to the community because I'm seeing people dying from things that they should be healing from. Or maybe foundationally, they shouldn't even be having those issues in the first place if they were eating the right foods. And so, I mean, there's other factors, yes, of course, right? But the main thing is that when you clean that eating up, it will allow you to figure out what the rest of those other factors are. And so that's something that is really it's really a passion for me. I know that we have, medical professionals, and I'm not a doctor, but what I do know is that I was on blood pressure medication and I'm no longer on it. What I do know is that I was on anti-anxiety medication because I was like freaking out, like so much I was not even going to be able to go outside of the house type of anxiety. And I'm no longer on any kind of medication. I had to take some Tylenol last night, y'all, because my feet was hurting after I ate those burger patties from Red Robin. Stay home, eat at home. So it's a passion. It's a passion. I want you to know that if you can eliminate sugar from your way of eating, you can change your life because carnivore literally changed my life, right? And so that's basically why I'm doing what I'm doing. All right. I'm dropping the link in the chat because we're going to have somebody come in and join us. And if you are interested in coming in and talking a little bit about your about about elimination of sugar, I would love to have you come in. All right, I'm trying to get my mouse to work here. Not sure why it's not working, but it is not. Oh, here we go. All right, so hop on. And hi Millie, how are you doing tonight? So glad you're here. All right. So, that's awesome. Yeah. So, CG Health Coaching is all about um taking your health back into your own hands, right? So we go to our doctor and we want the doctor tells us what to do around eating. If have you ever heard of this scenario? I'm going to tell you the scenario that happened. It happened to my mom. I'm going to just go ahead and call her out. And she was on carnivore for a little while. She went to the doctor and told the doctor that she was eating meat. And the doctor told her, "You can't do that." What? What? How is the doctor to tell you what you can and cannot do? Your doctor is a partner, and they cannot tell you what you can and cannot do. Okay? So, again, I'm not a medical professional, but what I want to say is you have to take your own life back into your own hands, right? And we see in the carnivore community, if you're not watching a lot of carnivore content and seeing all the different diseases that are being healed with carnivore. Okay, Sharad, that link is down in the chat. Hopefully you see it there. Um, and so, yeah, being healed. Your body is designed to heal itself. And so you can literally take the trajectory of your own health back into your hands. This thing that I had on my face, I'm going to bring up a picture of it because a picture is literally worth 1,000 words here when it comes to this. Let me show you how my skin looked. I had two black eyes. My body was literally crying out for help. And and I would have these rashes that would pop up all over my body. I grew up with the eczema inside my arms and around my neck and the back of my legs, and my body was crying out for help. Okay. So if you are struggling with this kind of skin conditions, I was talking to, I think I was talking to Barb this week, or one of the guys I was interviewing with this week was telling me about psoriasis. The same thing. Your body is saying something is wrong. I'm crying out because something is actually wrong, right? And so basically, yeah, basically your body is really crying out for help. And so is the medication that you're taking actually healing you? Is it addressing the root cause of disease? I don't think so. We put band-aids on these things and we cover up the symptoms. And basically, it's not healing the problem. So, I think, Sherrod, you are in Facebook. So, let me send you a link a different way. Hold on, y'all. I got to send a link. I got to send a link. It's on YouTube. Okay, let me send it to you. Sorry. We'll do that really quick. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. So, anyway, yeah, our bodies are designed to heal. They're designed to heal. Somebody said nobody cares. Oh, nobody cares. Somebody cares to heal their body. Somebody is dealing with an issue that is like the why, the biggest why, the why that makes you cry, the why that says, I'm willing to try something different and change my life. Could it get any worse? Could it get any worse? And so it does take a little bit of courage. It takes a little bit of courage for you to decide to try something different. And it can change your life. Oh my gosh, thank you for being here, trolls. I appreciate y'all because you know what? You keep interacting with my content. It helps me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, I have a 5 head. That's okay. It's all right. It's a very healthy one. So anyway, yeah. So that is why we Carnivorous Grandma Health Coaching is doing a 7-day challenge for the month of June. Hey, how you
Hey, what's
doing?
happening? I'm
Welcome.
doing good. You know,
Good, good, good.
I'm in the middle of eating. Now, do they mind if I'm eating while I'm on here? Nah.
The people love mukbangs. It'll be a mukbang.
Just definitely will. I got me some
Oh,
eggs,
that looks
some
good.
ground beef, a nice piece of steak that I've been eating on, and then some pork chop, big pork chop. It's my
Yeah.
dinner for the day. My one meal I've eaten today. Ain't that
All
great?
right, all right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so I wanted to this is Coach Brown. He's also a coach at
what?
CG Health Coaching. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell the people
How
who
you
you are.
doing? How you doing? Hey, my name's Sherrod. I'm a coach with Carnivorous Grandma here, and we are trying to just help people, man. That's what we're about, you know. There's a lot of sickness going on in the U.S. today. I'm saying that because I was, I'm gonna say once in that situation real bad. So sick that I didn't even want to come out the house. So um, I understand about depression. I understand about, mobility issues because at one point I wasn't mobile at all. And I had lymphedema, sarcoidosis, all these things that I contracted due to the sarcoidosis, which I caught while I was in the military. I was in the Navy on board a submarine back in 1990. And about a year or so on that sub, man, I was just walking and then boom, my legs gave out on me. And that's just been happening ever since. And then they sent me to the hospital, Charleston Naval Hospital, and found out that I had sarcoidosis. And ever since then, it's just been on the, you know, nobody knows how to treat it. So 25 years later, it was like then it really affected me and my job, and had to go on long-term disability. Wasn't able to walk after a period of time for about, I would say, was about 10, about 6, 7 years, maybe 8
It's a
years.
long time.
Yes, and just slowly, just been trying to change. It started in my mind. I had to do it in my mind, change my mind. I made a decision, and then I just followed through, just day after day. I started speaking to myself differently, saying things to myself. Before, I would just be like, I don't feel like doing that. I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to go out. All these different things, using excuses as far as my mobility issues. Well, do they got a handicap entrance and all this stuff? And because I ain't never been there, I'm not going there. I used to put all these little barriers to keep myself from going out and doing things. So today I can say I'm free from all that, due to being on carnivore. Um, Now that was carnivore the only thing that I've been changing? No, but carnivore helped free me from the slavery of sugar and carbs and the high carbohydrate diet, American Standard diet. I ate probably pretty much what most people are probably eating, which was a lot of sides and sugars and breads and drinks, juicy drinks and all that stuff. Everything, the sweet teas
Yes.
and the lemonades and all those things. And so, carnivore basically has helped to heal me from a lot of the symptoms I was dealing with due to the sarcoidosis. The main one was lymphedema, and that itself, I don't know, I probably, since I've started this, altogether, I've lost over about 200. I'm still a little under 200 pounds right now. Um, I've lost 100 since I've been on carnivore. So, um, and that's just been, and it's taking its time. My body is adjusting, and so I'm not really stressed about the weight right now because I feel good. Never didn't feel like this before. I can wake up, and when I'm awake, I'm awake. I don't need any energy drinks. I don't need a coffee anymore. Even though I might have those things, I don't need them. That's been one of the biggest turnarounds. My energy, my clarity in my mind, just being able to start thinking about doing other things, and now I'm just living life, and I'm trying to enjoy the rest of my life because, as I tell people that I know in my circle, we got about this much life left to live. Now, you know, those of you who are younger, we don't know, right? We don't have a time. So, in that case, we need to be mindful of how we go about living the rest of our life. Because you have to think about your future while you're here, right? Where you are right now today, you have to think about your future. 5 years from now, can you picture yourself being able to move around and do the things you need to do? What about 10 years? And what about 20? And so at the time, I couldn't, and I couldn't picture myself doing anything else. I knew I wanted to walk again. I knew I wanted to live again and do things and travel, and so I was able to do that because of one decision, and that decision is stopping the intake of sugar into my diet. And the number one thing I'm telling
Yes.
you is so much with sugar. It's so much it does with our brain, how we react to it, how our body responds to it, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just a little bit. People say, "Well, I don't eat that much." Just keep eating it every day. After a long period of time, that's why they call it the silent killer. You
Yes.
don't see the symptoms all the time, but guess what it's doing? Anytime you have a high amount of sugar in your system, it is destroying your veins. It's destroying those soft veins, the ones like in your eyes, the ones in your feet, those places there, and the ones that's coming up your legs. All these places, the sugar just destroys your veins, and a lot
Yes.
of times we don't know it till it's too late. And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm just here to just testify to what Robin has already been saying, what she's been preaching for the last 2 years to y'all. Wake up, people. Let's get this thing. Let's get healthy again. Okay. Let's
Yes.
start to really live life, not just on the surface. dealing with pain and joint pain and all these things. All
You're having
these
a little
things.
bit of an audio issue.
Am I?
It's
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's making a little sound or something. Yeah, something's going
Okay,
on
yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Probably the wind. It gets windy
Oh, it
out
might be the
here.
wind. Yeah, it
Yeah,
might be
yeah.
the wind.
I
Yeah.
cut my noise on. Hopefully you can't hear it, but I just want to encourage people to,
Yeah.
it's my passion now. I'm passionate about it now. I'm on fire about it, actually,
Yes.
because we should want to truly want to live and not live a mediocre life where you just going to work, coming home, can't sit down. I used to sit down and then I couldn't get back up because my body was hurting so bad.
Yep.
This is not the case anymore.
Right.
Just because I changed my diet. That's all. That's the
It changes
main thing.
everything.
It
It
does.
changes everything.
It helps you to then be able to do work on other things, like our mental state, our spiritual state, all these other areas. Then begin. It's like your whole health just comes into like right before your eyes, and now you're doing. I'm going places I've never been, and I was in the military, so I've been mostly all over the world, but going to different places now, different with my family and my wife, and it's just it's amazing, and so
Yeah.
there's much out there to see. Hey, just hey, what else you got to lose besides
Right.
your health? You don't want to lose your health. That's the
Right.
one thing keeping us going.
I want to
You
ask
know.
this question.
Hmm.
How many people do you see getting off of a scooter? How many people do you see doing that? Do they continue to get worse and worse and worse? Or do they begin to heal? Now, some people maybe have a surgery or something like that, something that causes them to be on the scooter and they heal. They go through their physical therapy and they heal. But when we talk about diseases of aging, right? How many people do you see getting off of a scooter? Usually, once you go to the scooter, that's it. You on the scooter, and it keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And I watched this man right here on a scooter one day, and then a year later, not on a scooter. I mean, not even a year. What did it take? About 3 months. He was like, "I need to sell this thing."
Yes. Yes.
I had seen him
Yes.
on the scooter for years,
Yes. Yes.
years. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I went to his house probably a couple of weeks after he started carnivore. And he was up playing. I had not seen him off of the scooter. He was up throwing the yard darts or whatever it was. And I was like, this is amazing. This doesn't happen if you continue to do the same thing that you always did. You're going to continue to get the same results that you always got. You're not going to heal your body. And maybe you don't even realize you can heal your body. But we're over here to tell you, yes, you can. Your
Yes.
body can heal itself.
You want to know who's mad at me? I have two massage therapists that I go see at Saldano. I mean, yeah, Saldano Chiropractor, and they were mad because I didn't take pictures of my legs, of how big my legs are. And just last week when I went in, she was like, "Your legs, like you can see the veins in your legs again. Your
Wow.
skin is changing. I mean, this one to happen, just if I were to continue to be doing the same thing, the eating the same way, if I to continue on, I probably would have been dead, like the doctor said. He said about 10 years of this, you keep
Mhm.
going, you know,
Yeah.
you got about 10 years. So you know, hey, I'm trying to change that because
Right.
that doesn't have to be my story, and it doesn't have to be your story. You
Right.
can change this right now, just today,
Hmm.
right now. You can change it if you want to.
Yes.
We don't have to be, you know, a slave to our circumstances,
That's
right?
right.
We
Yep.
can do all things. Oh,
We can
y'all,
do all
let me
right.
stop.
He gonna
Let me
preach.
stop.
He gonna preach,
All
y'all.
right.
He gonna preach. But it's
No.
true. I'm telling you that one of the real big things that I was, and if you watch my channel, I interview a lot of medical practitioners. I want to get them on here to talk to the people because people trust doctors. If you have
Yes.
that doctorate, doctor or MD, PhD, those kinds of things, people trust that when
Hmm.
you have doctor behind your name. And one of the things that I kept asking people about was, can carnivore work for sarcoidosis? Nobody knew. Nobody had any clue about it. I mean, maybe there weren't any people who had tried it. There was one person, his name is Todd Bachnes, and I don't know if you guys know him. He has or had, I don't know how that diagnosis works,
Yeah.
sarcoidosis. That was the only other person that I saw that was changing that with carnivore. And so now when I think about it, that was really one of the drivers for me, Sharad, was to find out if carnivore can work for sarcoidosis because it's so rare. Like
Yeah.
not that many people have it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but it is an inflammatory disease.
Yes.
So
Yes.
diseases of inflammation or metabolic diseases can all be healed or touched or put into remission with
Yes.
elimination of sugar.
So as of last year, you saying that two of the markers for my inflammation were down on my last test. One was still a little high.
Mm,
Um, but I'm not, it's nothing I'm feeling, nothing that is keeping me from being moving or doing anything. Um, so what I'm dealing with now just is because I've been sitting for so long. This is another danger for you. If you are immobile, listen, you have to get to moving. You have to. One things I did, I like to swim, so I got myself to the Y and got in the pool. They got a ramp so you can go down the ramp. They got people to assist you if you need help. But getting in the water for me last year was a game changer.
mhm.
That helped me to be able to start moving around. Then going to therapy. I've been going to the Mary Free Bed Therapy, getting therapy from a great therapist. What up, Rex? If you out there listening, this dude helped me a lot.
That's
Helped me a
awesome.
lot. So I
That
finally
is
graduated,
awesome.
by the way, last week from my
Congratulations.
therapy. Yeah, he just said now you got to do what you've learned and take it and do it
Yes.
yourself now. So that's my plan is to keep getting better, keep doing better, keep growing. Eventually, who knows? I might not need the walker, might not need the cane no more, might not need none of
Right.
that anymore.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
Well, it's
but that
already
that does
incredible what has
damage to
happened.
you for
Yeah.
sitting so long. And
Mhm.
so I'm trying to work muscles that have been tightened up on me. They call it atrophy a little bit. They kind of and then they become so tight you can't. It's hard for you to. And then so you just have that pain from that. I got flat feet. I got all the stuff everybody else probably dealing with too. But
Mhm.
you can change that. You can change your flat feet. Don't. I'm telling you, I'm working on it. All you have to do is re-energize the muscles in your feet. Work those muscles. Massage those muscles. Do
Mhm.
foot exercises. You can change your. I did not know that, but I
No, I
know
didn't
it
know that
now.
one.
Yes, yes, our body is wonderfully made, and it's amazing if we just stop wherever we are in life and start learning about your body. Don't leave that up to somebody else to teach you or tell you how your body should be doing and what's going on in your body. Don't
Right.
leave it up to that. That's you shouldn't do that. You wouldn't leave nobody else to tell you how to drive your car. I mean, or
Right.
tell you how to live in your house. I
Mhm.
mean, it's these things, but we'll let our bodies just, you know, like we don't take the time to learn what's going on in our bodies. How is sugar affecting me? You do the research and find out. It's out
Yeah.
there.
Yes, it
Find out what
is.
the sugar is doing to you. Find out what seed oils are doing to your bodies. Find out these things.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
sitting here telling you, but we want
Right.
you to do some things to look and
Exactly. You
find
can
out.
find this information out for yourself I
Yes.
want you to just take a look at the fact that they had over like 138 years ago, 140 years ago, there was a study out about the effects of sugar, and they knew that carbohydrate causes inflammation. It makes people fat. It causes inflammation. 100 years ago. They've been treating epilepsy with low carbohydrate ketogenic uh, diets in children for since the 1800s. They knew that too much sugar causes seizures. We know they knew that too much sugar causes diabetes. I mean, it doesn't matter. They knew all of these things, but still proliferated sugar throughout everything. Everything.
Yeah.
And so, even if you look at your salt container, look at your salt. Look on the back of there. See, does it say dextrose? Why are they putting sugar and salt? It doesn't make any sense. And so so it's no wonder we're all sick. It really is no wonder if you think about the foods that we're eating, how much sugar we are
Consuming.
consuming.
Yes. Yes.
And so when we say carnivore, yes, Sharad and I are both carnivores, which means that we eat a primarily meat-based way of eating. Some
Mm,
people
good.
are able to incorporate a little bit of low starch plants. I cannot. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work with my body. And those two black eyes that I had, they're going to come back if I start incorporating
Yeah.
plants. If I start incorporating plants, I'm going to have high anxiety. It doesn't work for me. So yes, I'm going to be I anticipate myself being carnivore for the rest of my life unless something changes like I can't imagine what it would be that would change, but the body is designed to heal. So, perhaps maybe it would. But I'm not really interested in any of that. I'm not. I'm not interested in bringing back no rice, pasta,
No.
cakes, cookies, pies. I'm not interested in bringing back the packaged processed foods that I don't even know
Mm,
what it is. It's too high, too ultra processed, and I can't even tell you what it is besides it's a bunch of chemicals. I'm not interested in bringing back plants that have a lot of pesticides. That stuff gets stored up in your body. And so it's hugely problematic, all of the things that we have stored in our cells.
yes. Yes. You don't want. I don't even want to talk about plants because people probably get mad because I'm talking about the little plants that they're eating. I love plants. I grow plants in the house. Would I eat them? No,
Oh,
I wouldn't because they have lots of chemicals, as was said in them. And of course, the food that we're eating today is commercial, y'all. It's not backyard. It's not you growing it yourself. That's a whole different thing. When you're
mm-hmm.
growing eating commercial food that has been rinsed with pesticides and preservatives and different things like that. Like I didn't realize how much those things were causing my swelling and inflammation and pain
Yeah.
until I stopped it. And that's the thing because you don't know. You don't know. A lot of times people are eating these high oxalate vegetables, like spinach and all these different things, right? And then finding out
Yes.
they're having kidney stones. Well,
Yes.
the doctor ain't telling you it's because you're eating spinach. He's not
No.
telling you that.
Right.
So, but that's where a lot of it leads to. It's because
Yes.
of the oxalates in the food. So we're not just trying to tell you this to scare you. We're trying to tell you that maybe it's time to change the way you've
Change
been thinking
something. Yeah.
about food, the way we've been taught about food, the way I grew up. I've been eating bread. I was the first person that said, I can't eat a hamburger without
Without
bread
bread.
because I've been making hamburgers since when I started making my own hamburgers? Oh, since I was 15. I started. I used to go to the store, take bottles and get half pound of ground beef, get a potato. Went home, made French fries. I'm serious. At 15, I'm saying because I was
He's a chef, y'all.
latchkey
He's a
kid,
chef.
and I'm a chef, but my mom was working, so we had to eat. So I'm just saying, like, I've been eating like this all my life. And then when I got sick, you know, I followed the doctor's and a dietitian's recommendation to eat a
Yes.
colorful plate.
Mhm.
And, you know, as much money as you spend trying to eat like that, because I don't spend half that today, which is why I'll never go back to probably that either. Because why spend more money adding all these sides when there's no nutritional value in it?
Right.
So I'm getting all the nutrition I need from the meat
Yes.
I eat.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
what else can you ask for? And
Mhm. Mhm.
then the egg is one of the most nutrient things
So
you can
amazing.
eat. And
Yes.
so I'm getting all the nutrients I could use that I need in my body, which is in turn causing my body to heal. Oh,
Yes.
Robin, I got to get off of
Yes.
here because I could talk about this all day. So,
I have a question in the chat. Let me go ahead and bring this question up.
yes.
So TT wants to know how long did it take for you to lose the dark shadows under your eyes? So it went away in about 9 months. Because when I go back and look at my videos, I can still see it a little bit. But at 9 months, it was like, wow, okay, so that cleared up something that I thought would never clear up because I was doing a lot of things to try to cover that up. Really did. I did all those diets trying to lose weight and stuff. None of that ever cleared up the eczema. And I was putting a lot of makeup on trying to cover it. I loved concealer. Like concealer was my jam because I needed to cover up this darkness that was on my face. And so, and the funny thing was, after it kind of cleared up, and I was showing my family members the pictures of how it used to look, and they were like, "Oh, no way." I'm like, "Yes, that's how it was." I mean, I was wearing that on my face. My body was saying something is wrong. If you are walking around with inflammation, your face is round, right? You're inflamed. If you can't lift your arm up, but only so high, you know what I mean? If you can't lift your arm, your body is saying something to you. It's telling you that something is wrong. And what we do is we take a pill or a cream or an ointment or a potion. We try all these smoothies and we try to do all these different things to try to fix that problem, but it's not getting down to the root cause. I had concealer. I could wear that concealer. Nobody would be able to tell that I had those dark circles. But it wasn't touching the root cause of the problem. It's just a band aid that I was putting on top of it. And so, yeah, it took about 9 months. It took about 9 months for it to go away. And technically, I mean, I still have eczema, and if I eat the wrong thing, if I was to eat some cheese, my hands will blister up. I've noticed with all of the pollen in the air, I can see that I'm like rubbing a little bit, and I'm like, okay, so you know, there is a contact dermatitis element to it also, but it's nowhere near what I had going on before. So, it's just such a game changer. Such a game changer.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I agree.
Yeah,
You got any more
it's been
questions
incredible.
out there? Got any
That was
more
the only
questions?
question, but Carrie also said it's changed my life, but most others think it's too extreme. I tell them their why isn't big enough then.
All right. All right. Thank you,
So
Carrie.
if
That's
they
for sure.
told you, this is the thing that I always think about. If they told you to go on a vegan diet
Oh,
for health, right? This is what Dr. Sabi told us, right? You're going to go on a vegan diet. You're going to do this juicing. You're going to be doing all these different things. You're going to not eat any meat. Then people are like willing to try that. They don't think that that's extreme
yeah.
to
Come on
go
now.
away from, meat, protein, what we need for our bodies and go vegan. When we say vegan, it's like the top of the food chain, right? Everybody thinks that they've reached the
Yes.
pinnacle when they go vegan. I'm telling you, If you go on a meat-based, primarily meat-based or primarily animal-based way of eating, you have become the lion and the lioness. You are the apex predator. You are the top of the food chain.
Hey, Robin, I like to say I eat vegetarian animals. That's what I like to eat, right? I mean,
Yes, the
I give me
animals
a
have the
cow any day.
they have the ability to process that
Yes.
plant material into something that we can actually utilize in our bodies, because we don't have the stomachs, right? Our bodies that the minerals, vitamins, yes, those plants are full of vitamins and minerals, but they're not bioavailable to the human being because we don't have enough chambers in our stomach to process it. And so the animals that process, the animals that chew the cud, those animals are perfect for humans because they've already digested all of that and put it into delicious meat for us to eat.
I wanted to try to show you. I sent you on the text, but maybe I should
Okay.
email it. A picture. I don't know if you
Okay.
could put up for them to see. Can you
Let
do it
me
from your text?
see.
Or do I
I
need to
think I
email?
can. Let me just see if I have it. Oh, yeah, I have it. Let me see if I
Yeah.
can share. Hold on
And
a
me and
sec.
my sister, we said we were going to redo some of these pictures that we took when we were swollen and doing bad,
Okay,
not
let me share
realizing
the
it.
screen. Let
Yes.
me see if I can share. Share screen. Um,
But that's just so people can kind of get an idea of what you're talking about with the dark skin
oh my
and the
goodness.
face
Okay.
swelling.
I'm gonna do it this way.
Because y'all don't know me. You might
Okay.
think I've been like this all my life, which,
Right.
not the case, I could say.
All right. I'm gonna share this whole screen right here. This one. There we go. This one. Okay. Tell me if you can see it. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Look at
You
me.
typically we would have that in a slide, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You look
Look
like a
at me.
different person.
I am a different person. I am.
Mhm.
I am. And I had to, it takes work to become a different person, but you can do it.
Yes.
It's nothing that's too hard for you to do. You just have to
Right.
change some things. That's it. And
Yep.
that's what we're here trying to tell you. Like you can do it. We're here to help you. So
Yes.
that's what CG coaching is all about. We're trying to be real out here and help people get past the stumbling blocks that
Yes.
keep us from making these changes.
Right.
So,
Yep.
so
Absolutely. And so we're going to wrap up by talking a little bit about our 7-day challenge. Carrie says, way to go, Sherrod. Yeah, he's killing the game, y'all.
yeah,
And he
yeah.
done
I ain't
became a,
playing.
a health coach and everything. I'm like,
I
you
ain't
better
playing out here.
go. Yeah, so we have a 7-day challenge that we are doing for people. Whether you are new to carnivore and sugar-free living, or if you are on carnivore but you're struggling to stay on board, we want to invite you to do 7 days sugar-free. And we're doing it during the month of June. CG Health Coaching is sponsoring this. It is completely 100% free for the month of June. And
Yeah,
so, what does it include? It includes a weekly teaching session. So, we have a teaching session that's on Sunday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. It includes community. It's really like a mini preview of what it's like to be part of CG Health Coaching as a coachee. And so you get that community piece of it. You're going to get grocery lists. You're going to get meal prep, meal ideas. You're going to get to see what are people eating. You get daily encouragement.
daily.
What am I missing, Sherrod? What else we got?
Uh, well, you get to see what other people are doing as well. Like it's
Yeah.
a community. So and I'm telling you, you'll think that it's kind of I don't know about doing all that, but if you do it, you're gonna start feeling good about doing it. Listen, my wife, she wouldn't dare want to be doing this, but guess what? She's full throttle just because she went ahead and jumped off the cliff and did it. And now she just did
Mm-hmm.
a 3 day, 4 day, 5 day egg fast where she was fasting,
Wow.
only eating eggs. I was like, okay, I might not, I don't know if I'd want to do that, but she did it. I was like, that's
Yes.
awesome. So she's totally sold out, totally in it. So that's what this community does. We encourage one another. We're not putting you to shame. We're not Nobody's trying to shame you because you had some Coca-Cola, nothing like that, right? We
Mm-hmm.
and just so you know, it's not all about we're not just trying to push carnivore. Although there are
Right.
some people out there who need to be on carnivore to totally switch their situation around. If you got a lot of high inflammation in your body, and the carnivore will knock that stuff out. And this, so you don't, the time is the issue. If you got
Yes.
time and you want to, hey, we can start off on a low carb. We could do keto, um, animal based whole foods. That's one of
Yes.
my favorites. I like to, if okay, let's do animal based, but let's put whole foods. We're not trying to
Mm-hmm.
get all the processed stuff, right? Because the
Right.
processed foods is what's making us sick, you all.
It's making us sick.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
absolutely.
sorry,
Yep.
and it's
So
I
I
wouldn't say it's food. I would
right,
call it
right.
something else.
Exactly. Exactly. So I dropped a link to our intake form, and this is a form where you can sign up if you want to be part of of the 7-day challenge. We're getting ready to start our second 7 days. It starts on Monday, right?
Right, Monday.
Um, and
Yes.
so not that I am a fan of starting on Monday. You can start today if you want to. But
Okay.
fill the form out. We're going to add you to the group. It is Group Me. That is the name of the app that we are using. So when you sign up to be part of this 7-day challenge, we will add you to the Group Me, and
Yes.
then you're going to be in there with the rest of the people that are doing this 7-day challenge. On Sunday night, we have a teaching session, a coaching. It's group coaching. And so
Yes.
it's every Sunday night. But for this month, the month of June, we are opening this up to our 7-day challenge participants. So you will get the information for that. It's at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Hopefully that time will work for you. If that time does not work for you, we will record the meeting so you get a chance to listen to it later and get that teaching, get that support, that undergirding that you need to help you um, be, to help you be sugar free. So
Yeah.
if you are
Yeah.
already sugar free and you just want to come in and check it out, go ahead and
Come
sign
on.
up.
Come
Come
on.
on in and check it out. See what CG Health Coaching is all about and come in and be a part of it. You can show us what you're eating. Maybe you want to invite somebody that you know that needs to be sugar free. Because
Yes.
I think when
Yes.
we say carnivore, people freak out a little bit. I know I
Yeah.
did, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my brother over here watched me for 2 years before he decided to try it.
2 years, y'all. 2 years
Two
because
years.
I was worrying
And
about my bowels and all that kind of stuff.
right. Yep. Yep. And so it's so important. It's so important that you invite somebody. This is free. We're doing this pro bono. We're coaches and this is a business. But we want people to try sugar free. Try it for 7 days. And that's what Sherrod did. He
Yep.
came
That's what
on
I did
as a
last year.
7 days. One
Yes.
year ago, he came on for a 7-day challenge and look at him over here coaching. Better go ahead.
Man.
Better go ahead. Yeah. So when you sign up, oh, the other thing is, for those of you that are watching this on the replay, that that coaching intake form is in the description box. If you're watching this on Facebook, it's in the description box on Facebook. And so you can check that out and go ahead and sign up and we'll invite you to the group and then you can come in and again get that sugar-free life. Get your sugar-free life. It's going to be
Yes.
amazing.
Yes. You'll be amazed at how much power you really have over the choices that you can make.
Yes.
And I'm this is crazy because my son was in there cooking brownies last night, and he home from college, but I
Oh,
let him. I know, me and him used to tear brownies up all the time. That was our thing, brownies with some ice cream on top. Come on, what?
yes, me too.
Nah,
My jam. That used to be my
I
jam.
can't do it. I didn't want to do it.
Mm-mm.
I didn't want to do it. Now I could make the choice to go in there and do it, but I know the consequences of it, and it's just I'm just too far in the game now to to,
Yeah,
to turn around. Right? It's like,
exactly.
man, I want to continue
Hmm.
with the progress I'm making. I want to be, which, as you say, 100% metabolically healthy. That's my goal. So
Yes.
I'm still working on some things, still trying to get some things in line.
Hmm.
And I'm trying to get off medication, all this medication I'm taking, because who
Right.
wants to be taking medicine? So,
Exactly. And I'm still, I mean, I've been doing this for 3.5 years and I'm still not all the way as far as that. But as far as like my numbers, my lab numbers, I'm doing good. My blood cells
yeah,
lasting longer. My A1C is in the 70s and my fasting insulin is a 2.4. That's crazy. It's
that
supposed to be
is.
less than
Yes.
4. So
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good about it, but still the body still has some, has some healing to do. So anyway, we want to invite you. Come on out and be a part of
Come
our
on.
7-day sugar-free challenge. TT, we are looking forward to meeting you in the
Yes.
sugar-free challenge. And please,
Yes.
if anybody else is interested, go ahead and sign up and let's get it. Let's get our sugar-free life.
Yeah. Let's do it. What you waiting on?
Yeah,
What
what
you
you waiting
waiting
on?
on?
So let
Come
me
on.
just say a couple of things. On Monday night, I will be live for Hey Sister Girl. I'm not sure if Dee's going to be back yet, but I'll be checking with her. But Hey Sister Girl will be live on Monday night. Go ahead and check out that Lions Danivore podcast where I was live this morning, and then also on the Carnivore Text where I was interviewed just a couple of days ago. Next Saturday is Coach's Corner. So we
Yes.
will be back for another episode of Coach's
Yes.
Corner, and we are excited about that. That show is like, it's so much fun. It is so much fun.
Yes.
Well,
It
you're
is.
asking your questions that you have. I mean, we're answering the questions that you have for a carnivore coach, for a sugar-free lifestyle coach. And
Yes.
so that's what we'll be back doing next Saturday night. So that is going to be every other weekend. Do you have anything to add before we close out?
No. Just hey. What are you doing? You know that commercial that guy used to sit on the couch and you're like, go to school. What are you doing with your life? What are you
Right.
doing? Really? Are you living your best life? Really? And answer that truthfully. Is it your best? Could your life be better? Could you be doing some things that you wish you could do? Maybe
Yeah.
because of lack of mobility, maybe because of lack of just not having the energy, or maybe just to feel too tired or sick, you know? But
Yeah.
there are some things that you can do. So don't give up. Um, let's enjoy our lives. We work. I know most of us have worked so hard in our life. I know I have. Man, I've worked
Yes.
hard all my life. I
Hmm.
want to enjoy the rest of my life. I don't want to be sick and bent over and can't do anything. Got to have somebody helping me. So
Right.
no, all right, let's come on, y'all. Come on, come on,
Come on. Come on.
come
All right, you
on.
guys. We will see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.
See ya.